Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So today I want to show you guys about the teardrop stroke. This stroke is probably the most important thing that you can learn or try to perfect in order to make better face painting and do more creative, elaborate designs. Now there's two ways to accomplish the teardrop. It's either by doing thick to thin or going from thin to thick. Either way, you're going to produce two different results, but you can still accomplish the same task with them. So it's best to try them both out, practice them both, and figure out which one works for you. I guarantee you that if you can master this or get it down packed, your designs will look better, they'll look cleaner, and you can create some really cool things, as I'll show you later. So let's practice both. You're going to want to get your brush pretty well loaded. And we'll start off with the thick to thin. Now when you're going thick to thin, you want to lay your brush down flat, twist and lift up. Let's try this again. Lay your brush down flat, twist and lift up. And what you get is something that almost looks like either a banana or a comma, but you can definitely see where the roundness is and where the sharp point is. And there's a reason for this. You want to make sure that you're lifting so you get that point, so that you get a different shape line. It goes from thick, twist up, to thin. And you can extend that line as much as you want. And this is how you'll create some really cool designs, by using this stroke. Let's try it the other way. Now this way may be easier for some people. For me, I like to go from thick to thin, but some people prefer going thin to thick. Now when you're going thin to thick, you want to start off with your brush very straight. You're going to make working on the tip of the brush and then lay your brush down flat. You'll want to try this in several different angles. Start off very thin and lay your brush down flat. Start off very thin and lay your brush down flat. Now when you're doing this type of stroke, this type of teardrop, it's a little bit different because it's not going to be as smooth of a comma or this type of stroke. But this is ours. So let's practice both ways. Start off very straight and lay your brush down flat. Very straight and lay your brush down flat. Very straight and lay your brush down flat. And I also want you to start practicing your teardrops in threes. If it helps, you can create a triangle, like so, and you'll want to get all your teardrops flowing to the center of the triangle. What I mean by that is this. Lay your brush down flat, twist up, lay your brush down flat, twist up, lay your brush down flat, twist up, lay your brush down flat, and twist up. You see what I did here? They got smaller as I went towards the inside of the triangle. This triangle, we went from thick to thin. Now in the next triangle, let's work on going thin to thick. We're going to create our triangle, and you're going to want to go thin to thick, thin to thick, thin to thick, thin to thick. And you're going to want to get them as close as possible with all of their points in this area. That way all of the points are heading to this triangle. So you can imagine that this is the corner of the eye. You're keeping all of your teardrops in that corner rather than just randomly putting them all over the place. I think now that we've practiced this stroke and practiced this design, let me show you how to take this same teardrop into a flower or even into a butterfly. So when you're doing a flower, you want to start off with a center. So just lay your brush down so you get that nice oval. Then you're going to start off, if you're good at this stroke, going thick to thin. Lay your brush down flat, pick up. Your brush down flat and pick up. Your brush down flat and pick up. And you're just going to keep on heading around the flower. the center of the flower. Notice how I'm getting smaller as I go around. As I come back, I'm going to get a little bit bigger again. Now what this is going to do is it's going to give the appearance that the flower is almost 3D. So practice this again. Now for the last step in our teardrop exercise, I want to show you how to create a butterfly. That way you can see these strokes in action. So for a butterfly, you can create pretty much any body that you want. So I'll start off with something that looks like an exclamation point. Now what you're going to want to do is lay your brush down flat and bring it in, and lay your brush down flat and bring it in. So you'll do 3 strokes on the top for the top wings. So now that you have your top wings, we're going to want to create our bottom wings. So again, I'm going to start from thick to thin and do 3 strokes on the bottom. To finish it off, you want to add your antenna and add some color on the outside, and you'll have a quick and simple teardrop butterfly. So I'm just going to add just some color right around it, and voila, you have a butterfly. Now take this time to practice your swirls with your teardrops, to practice teardrops from thick to thin and from thin to thick. Practice some flowers and practice your butterfly. I guarantee you, once you get this stroke down packed, you will be painting like a pro in no time.